If I was a professional producer, I'd be so pissed at all of you.
Hey, when you and Andy get divorced, can I marry Andy?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is this the Circles podcast?
And it goes a little
What the fuck is the matter with her? Do you think she can even hear us right now?
Yeah.
Dakota told me yesterday that if her and Josh split up, I would be the next one, and I was like, fuck yeah, man.
She did say that.
That's funny.
You want to say it?
Just say it.
Oh my god. Paige, say the thing.
He's supposed to be popping?
No, not that thing. What did I say in the beginning? What do I say?
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Block in Circles podcast.
That's not quite it, but I'll take it.
Clip that.
Clip that?
Clip
you mean
that.
add it to the...
Add it to the intro.
Okay. To the fucking Circles podcast.
Bye.
You are aware that if we have fucking immediately in the beginning, we'll never get monetization?
Hold on.
I don't give a...
Welcome to the Block in Circles podcast.
This does go on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music.
I'm just saying that was elongated enough that they even gonna know I said fuck.
Nobody's seen her face.
I mean, now I did, but like.
You know what? I don't think they'll fucking know.
What if I say flack?
What the flack? You know what's funny, Josh? I think before we can
Dude,
even...
that's hilarious.
I think before you can even get your thing fixed, you might get used to it.
I am already.
It's nice, Luce. Huh?
I just found out your wife was two-timing us. She said I was next in line.
She will definitely take both.
She can't have both.
Yes, she can.
I am not
I got a
built
whole line.
for a throuple. I am built for exclusivity.
Well, hold on. You're not built for a throuple with a man and like two women or two men and one woman. 3 women might do it for you.
We will know how to please each other. That's for fucking sure. I'm just saying, as a woman, it takes about 5 times for you guys to learn how to do it with the next one.
Now, listen, I don't want to brag, but I think Dakota would disagree with that.
Situationally, it might be different, but as someone who's been at the bat before, it ain't ever happened in the first
But
time.
is it real?
I'm not gonna fake it. I'll hurt your feelings.
She-
That was trash.
I would.
You should learn better.
It's good.
What has this podcast become?
Derogatory.
Clearly.
No, what does it become? Come.
C-U-M-M-M.
See if there's 3 of us. You both get a nipple.
I think we're making him uncomfortable.
No. Nope, it's not that.
I could show everyone my nipples again, but you guys look away.
Stop.
They're pretty nice.
They are super nice. You should know.
I don't know why we should know, but
I
we
don't
should
want to know.
know.
Yeah. No.
Everyone should know.
The silence.
It's okay. This is what it sounds like when you guys start talking about your dicks.
Not wrong.
No, you guys say. What did you say you were gonna get tattooed on you, Josh?
His letter, his initial,
Exactly where?
Tramp stamp.
right above my ass.
Yeah.
Okay. How is this different?
He can, you know what he can put under the E? An arrow that says boner garage.
Cum dumpster.
There you go.
And if you see, this is no different than me talking about what I'm talking about.
Well,
Boners aren't going to go in there.
It's to have the same gross coin.
typically you don't want to hear it from your sister.
Hey,
She doesn't wanna
We're
hear from her
brothers.
We're brother. Okay, but like we're also bros, so it's a little different.
Yeah, it's okay if we kiss a little.
Bros before hoes, I guess.
Hey, the only time I turn my back on my homies is doggy style. All right, so you better put some respect on it.
We don't do that.
I'm saying it might be gross before hoes, but hoes don't get cold, so
They get. You know what they do? They get tired.
they do be getting tired.
They get sleepy. Sleepy bitches.
I do be getting a bit
This has been 5 minutes of what the fuck did you just say?
Big eep.
That should be the title of the podcast.
He EBs and Neebies to Sleeby.
I can't put that in the thumbnail.
What the F did you just say?
Just put a whole fucking coochie in the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, are we gonna talk about vaginas? We can talk about
Ooh,
vaginas.
we should do that.
Personally,
Andy's vagina is
I'm
a
so
conundrum.
glad she's missing the mic when
I
she's
know.
talking. Oh fuck. She found it.
What's that mean?
I bet you have a beautiful vagina.
No, conundrum as in it's difficult, hard to navigate.
You just kind of spilled the beans a little bit. I think.
Was that English?
What does that mean? If
What did
someone
she
told
say?
me my vagina was hard to navigate, I'd be like, "Did you not fucking find it?"
It's a goddamn maze down
It's
there.
not that.
You ever seen the labyrinth? It's just like
You
Who
know
the
what?
fuck took my flashlight?
I'm not going to say anything else. Andy understands what I'm talking about.
Andy, I know you have that tight pussy.
Oh, it's super nice.
Whoa.
He's like, that's my sister-in-law.
Why do you know that?
I'm just saying, as a lady, I can compliment a lady on her tight pussy.
Stop saying pussy. We're not even 5 minutes in. We are literally 4 minutes in, and you have said pussy, like 5 times.
Yeah.
I've been told by other women I have a nice pussy.
Why do they know?
To be
That's
fair,
my lady.
Dakota said
Oh,
she's
I don't
seen
think
it
so.
and it was nice.
Oh, she did see it on the wedding
Yeah.
night.
You know
She
what?
totally saw my
And
pussy.
I
The whole
don't
thing.
have to see it. I just know.
Did
It's
she
nice.
really say that?
She did. She said it was nice.
That's so nice.
It was. You know, as a lady, there's no higher compliment than your vagina looks nice.
No, it really is.
Your boobs look nice and your vagina looks nice. Only from another lady, though. And it can't be in a sexy way.
Totally forgot Dakota saw my pussy.
Hey, you remember when you were like, why are you uncomfortable when Paige talks about stuff? And then your sister-in-law started talking about it and you got uncomfortable just now? Welcome to my world.
I'm not
Dakota said I
uncomfortable.
had a nice pussy.
At least I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to share. And we are respectful enough as siblings to sometimes deal with our bullshit.
See, you said the word sibling and I didn't like that.
Okay,
I don't like that shit.
the blood we share.
Oh, don't say that either.
What am I supposed to say?
Fucking nothing.
I'll mute my mic.
The blood we share. Can we get started? What the fuck?
I'm leaving over here.
The blood we share. What up?
What's up?
I don't know. We share blood and jizz, apparently.
Every day?
No, she totally held my pea cup at the wedding. Saw it all hanging
At
out.
least she didn't drink it.
You know what?
She just admired it.
She just admired it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a lady who's never worn a dress, it's so hard to be in any dress.
Especially a wedding dress.
And you need a bomb-ass friend to either hold the teacup for you or hold the dress.
This is why normal people aren't allowed to have microphones, because they all start talking and we sound like this.
Well, listen, it wasn't gonna be hoax. She just before the end and didn't say goodbye.
That's
Is that English?
It was a hope, and she fucking left before the end. And didn't say goodbye. Hey,
Hi.
I'm not your dog.
You fucking snapped at me.
When what?
When what?
When you were licking on your fucking boom arm?
Dude.
You were going...
Let me
While me and Paige were talking, you were licking on your boom arm.
let me live my life.
You were licking on... Okay.
Hey Paige, talk about your pussy more.
Stop!
So if you'd like to know the grand history of it,
Is it all closed up or does it have like some other?
there's like walls.
Details.
There's like walls around it. But let me tell you, as a bigger lady,
Don't turn her
I've
mic off.
never once had a complaint.
Don't turn her mic off.
In fact, it is an accomplishment.
Can you not do it?
I just did, but she's echoing.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to stop?
I would not like the topic to be my... I'm not even going to say it.
I love it. I'm having fun.
I'm just saying.
Hey, I think what we can take from this. Okay?
Sister's got a nice pussy.
Pussy,
True.
wet, dreams, ruined.
Thanks.
You sounded like you're fucking a eucalyptus. That's all.
What does that sound like?
Oh, so you know eucalyptus?
Yeah, like the plant?
You can lip this dick, dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that's what you were walking him into.
Oh no, slowly, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Moving along.
Anyway, Back to the topics at hand. Jesus Christ.
That was so much fun.
Just smack the shit out of the mic.
She was like. At least you can hear it.
You're gonna have to cut all that out.
That was 10 fucking minutes.
Oh my god.
Well, I have to definitely check the box that says not for children. There's a box that I have to check that says, is this appropriate for children? I have to click no every time.
I told
Hey, if pussies weren't good enough, let's get copywritten.
you, you're not welcome here. You know,
This is not gonna go well.
What?
Well, you don't like when I say pussy, can I say vagina?
Can we?
I don't think he likes you referring to your pussy. I don't think he cares if you say
What if I
pussy.
generalize?
I don't think any of the listeners are going to like this.
Wait in the background.
Well, I mean, they all are like dudes. And if they're not related to the woman talking about her pussy, I don't think they'd be against it.
And I'm just saying, we are in a day and age of women being empowered by pussy power.
But can you play the song Pussy Willow?
I can't. That's a good song, though.
But
Right? People with songs,
I showed her that song.
you did.
I showed you that song.
We listen.
Yeah, you did.
It's a good song.
I guess we could play it.
No, we can't.
I mean, I'll just mute it.
I'm just having a great time, that's all.
What's it called? Mine.
All mine.
All mine. Yeah, I showed you this song. Because it's got the mixtape on fucking Spotify or whatever. I don't think it's that, is it?
Yeah. No. Just type in pussy will always be mine.
There it is. They.
They.
Yeah, because it's got a sick guitar riff.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really cool on the TV. It does, look. That looks sick. This whole operation was your idea.
Well, it went bad real quick.
Which part? I thought it was going pretty well.
The pussy part.
I can dial it back.
Reel it in, you know what I'm saying?
Reel that pussy in.
I mean, I think you need more expertise on that.
And they can see the lyrics.
That looks really good on the
So not only do they get to hear pussy, they can read it.
They can't hear it.
I think they heard it enough.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right there.
What does an ear of corn say when all of its clothes fall off?
Repeat the first part?
What does an ear of corn say when all of its clothes fall off?
I'm corny.
I've lost all my stock?
Aw, shucks.
Oh.
What do you call a condiment with a little extra kick?
What?
What do you call a condiment with a little extra kick?
What?
Horseradish.
But
That was really stupid.
What did the vampire say when he was offered garlic?
What?
No fangs, I'll pass. I don't like the silence.
I have no rebuttal for
I
this.
still think mine was good for I'm corny.
Yeah.
But never gonna have this.
They're just listening to silence. We have to talk.
Yeah, we have to talk.
They did another song too that was really good.
Honestly, if you haven't listened to They very often, they have a lot of really good music.
Do they?
They
I get
I
it.
asked them, and they said for sure.
This one's really good.
Count me in. Play that.
That one is really good. This is probably one of my favorite songs by them.
This sounds like something in the way.
You're gonna get us copywritten. You're singing it too good.
I did do good harmonizing, didn't I? It's still silence for them.
Stop. What makes you think I can hear you?
If you shake a can, you listen to the fizz. So satisfying.
I think she's autistic sometimes.
Don't you dare talk about my bestie for the rest of like that.
When I shake it and listen, you gotta kind of shake it vigorously.
That is satisfying.
I've always been like that. It makes my
What?
You know how to lose your wife. You know how to lose a woman?
Yes.
How to lose a woman. You know how you lose a woman.
You stop appreciating her.
And that goes across the board. It's not for just the women. It's for everybody. If you don't appreciate your partner, that's all.
We can't keep listening to music.
I just want to hear the drop. No.
She's talking.
Hey. So have you talked about Taylor Swift night?
What's Taylor Swift?
Yeah, Mary wants to go.
Yeah, we're going already.
We're going to Taylor Swift night.
You and I had already talked about it with. About
When is
Mary.
Taylor Swift night?
Taylor Swift night
It wasn't a
is
for sure
this
thing.
coming weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is the.
It's May 18th.
Next week.
It's May 18th. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I already Googled it.
It's May 18th. It's a Saturday.
Did you invite Dakota?
I have not invited Dakota yet.
You have to invite her right now.
Mary, my boss, my equal now. She's going with us.
Mostly because she needs to like request that off if she
Are
wants
you
to.
coming to Taylor Swift night, Josh?
I can request off for it. I think I have a lot going on next week actually.
That's entirely fair.
Because the 21st, I have to be somewhere, and then the 14th is her little sister's graduation.
It's 4 days.
I'm
Diff-
snapping her right now about Taylor Swift night. It's just your face.
You and I already talked about going with Mary again.
You talked about it when we were at Chaser's with her eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, but I told you, I was like, hey, another Taylor Swift night. We should go with Mary.
I know, and me and her had already planned.
You know what they say? There's something about Mary.
Yeah, so Mary's going with us because she wants to go, so.
Does she have a little lamb?
No.
The 18th.
Well,
The 7th. Dude, today's the fucking 9th.
You can't say that.
I switched you on my schedule so that
It's the 9th of February.
I work the Saturday, but then I'm off the Sunday for hangover cure.
Okay, I was literally like, hey, we're all going. Except Josh. He sucks. Dick.
No, can't find a fuck to give.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we're gonna talk about pussy again?
No.
my god, I thought we got away.
No, we're not doing that.
I will say, there is some irony in the fact that you guys talk about your dicks all day and all this weird ass shit.
We don't talk about it on here.
Yeah, like not all the time.
But the second I'm like, pussy, you guys are like,
I like
You
the
s-
I like
you-
the reverb.
You
which
spent you spent 10 minutes talking about it.
it was 10 minutes.
I will
Spent
say,
2 hours
it
talking
was only
about
like
it.
5 minutes about mine, and then it was a good solid 5 minutes about Andy Banandi's.
That's 10 minutes.
You should be proud. Are you proud?
No, the last time we talked about Andy's pussy, one of my coworkers was like, I'm going to listen to your podcast. The first one they listened to was me and Andy, and the first thing Andy said was something about her vagina, and then they were like, I couldn't listen anymore. I lost a listener.
I'm just saying body positively all the way around.
Body positively.
Body positively.
Are you fucking kidding me, Josh?
What'd you do?
I didn't.
Mute my mic.
Oh my god. We're on the same mic.
Snap Dakota. I love Taylor Swift. You think she'll come?
She always does.
Stop. Do not add to it. Do not add to it.
Do it. Do it.
I'm having a really good time.
No more pussy talk. We talk about video games and bitches we hate. We don't talk about their cooters.
Can I tell you what? I hate this bitch's pussy.
Oh my god.
Which one?
Dakota's apparently.
So many to choose from. Not Dakota's.
Better not be Dakota. She's
It is-
an amazing lady.
It is definitely not Dakota's.
I'm just saying.
We're not doing this.
Definitely not Dakota's.
Good for you. I'm just saying. Do you want a high five about Andy's pussy?
Hey,
I
Dakota feels left out sometimes. Okay, we talked about Andy's
I'm sure
pussy.
this is
We talked
exactly
about
the type
Paige's
of thing she
pussy.
would like to
I
hear.
just wanted to make sure she got a little sprinkle in. Okay.
It was more than a sprinkle. You high-fived.
I'm just saying. Dakota could get it. Any day of the week.
I'm gonna show her that out of context.
Any day of the week.
Oh my god.
She's a beautiful fucking lady. I'm just saying.
I'm definitely punching up.
You are punching up,
Same.
but at least you're aware of that. At least you're both aware of that. You know how you keep those ladies?
You cherish them.
So we talking about this?
She gets princess treatment.
She does, and I appreciate that from her. You offered to carry her down the stairs the other day.
Yeah.
Like a goddamn princess.
She wouldn't. She never lets me carry her, but I always offer because the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts. When was the last time you offered to carry your wife?
I dropped her.
I'd carry you down every stairs.
I think she's making us look bad. I mean, you. I just didn't want you to feel left
I
out.
wouldn't drop you. I'd carry you. I'd be amazing at it.
Too much ass to handle.
Can't drop the bag. Why was there so much silence?
I'm sorry. Was you married to a human being a bag?
She's cash money.
Baby.
Money.
Me.
Saved it.
Saved it. Can we get on?
Okay, so how did the conversation come up that you and Dakota were discussing my pussy?
So essentially, the conversation came up.
Mute your mic.
Talking about her getting a wedding dress.
Hers?
Yeah, and she was talking
No,
about,
it's
like,
fine. Just let it happen.
how,
But she's gonna hear. She'll hear her voice drop out.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't realize that. So
I don't think she noticed.
I did.
I was like,
I
yeah.
just didn't care.
Here it goes.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, but I believe the rumors. All the rumors are true. Andy's vagina, popping.
That was smooth as shit.
Did you turn on her mic?
No. Anyway, if you go to YouTube.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Ethan.
What?
Did you turn on her mic?
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
Liar.
Did she call you a nerd?
No, she called me a liar.
I mean, I can see it on this side.
I thought she said, "Yes, you did, you nerd."
That's.
This
What are we-
marriage
what are we
does not
doing?
Live on distrust.
I don't have a train of thought.
Lock me in. What are we
Lock you
doing?
in. Did we ever finish my horrible videos?
You
Yes.
liar.
We finished them?
Yes.
I sent you more.
No.
No?
Unless you did, and
I did not.
yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No plan. Fuck, there was something we wanted to. Deadpool versus Wolverine. We wanted to get into that and we didn't last time.
Yes, I have a TikTok.
Oh, now you want to listen.
No, I'm talking about the cats.
There's no cats. I was checking. I was making sure.
No, they can't be in here. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate that. They're just gonna mess with curtains and
Okay,
cords.
okay, we don't got to turn into a dad.
I'm
Relax.
not. They just fuck. Oh, and they're in the closet.
Oh my god. This is what I was looking for. So Ryan Reynolds posted this on his story. Right?
Yeah, there's a rumor about what they're going inside of.
Do you know what that is?
New York,
Specifically, what that is?
the Stark Tower. Oh, it's his building. So do you know what they talked about? They talked about them going into. Okay, do you know what they talked about? They talked about them going into. It's almost like an in-game type deal to where they're kind of in the background.
Yeah, they were going to go through all the scenes,
Correct.
like all the crazy moments, but rated R.
Someone said this is a little more of a. It seems like a cop out because we already did that with Endgame, and then someone commented and was like, "No,
It's rated R.
because they're not even going to have anything to do with the story. They may show up and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. I thought that would
But,
be really cool.
Yeah, it's the Doctor Strange building.
Absolutely, it is.
It's
So
100% because you can see the window. It's kind of a hard window to misconstrue.
yeah, exactly.
But it's definitely
n-
that.
Yeah, that's definitely sick. And then in the trailer, I was so happy. The trailer they dropped F-bombs left and right.
Yeah.
That just told me that we were set to go.
Do you want to watch it?
We can. Yeah, I'll have to move this over.
God damn, I love his voice.
The sound is muted. Fuck, it's still on the screen, but
I mean, I can.
I told you. You're not
it might
welcome
work.
here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Have you seen this page?
More drink and then I'll leave. Hi, Peter.
I've
I'm gonna
seen
need you to
this,
come with me.
and quite honestly, I'm really excited for it.
Mhm.
I'm really excited for the final bringing in the X-Men into everything.
Yeah, because this is
I think
this is
having-
supposed to
I-
bring everything in.
I think having him do it is also perfect.
It is perfect because whenever I think of the X-Men, you're always going to think of Wolverine.
Mhm.
And because Hugh Jackman did such a good iteration of him, you're always going to associate with him.
My
Well,
favorite
and
thing
that's
is
the
still
cool.
when
I was just gonna say that's the cool part about this. It's clearly not that Wolverine.
my favorite thing is when they announced this is when he's sitting on his couch and it's on
Like the
Ryan
f-
Reynolds' channel.
Yeah, it's almost like the Ferris Bueller's like
and
in
he's
the
like,
background.
Hey Hugh, you want to play Wolverine again? He's like, yeah, sure, Ryan. And that's how they announced it.
You know how the conversation went. So I guess Ryan had talked to Kevin Feige, and then Kevin Feige had called Hugh, and then obviously Ryan and Hugh talked. I guess he didn't know what to do, so he went on a drive for like an hour. And then at the end of the hour, he was like, I could not stop thinking about it. So he called up Ryan and was like, fuck, I'll do it. Yes, let's do it. And then we got this. It's just fucking awesome because he was like, I'm done playing the character. I played it for like 22 years or 17. Exactly.
There's
So
also a rumor that they're going to be taking a lot of aspects from the Old Man Logan story.
to make fun of it or to tie it in?
Well, in the Old Man Logan story, I'll show you.
Well,
bits
we
and
already did Old
pieces.
Man Logan with.
Yes, but there wasn't comic book references in Old Man Logan.
Yes, there was. There were specifically comic books. Yes.
I mean, like scenes pulled from the comic. I'll show you.
Okay. I thought you meant like the actual like comic pulls. They were like, no. When he was like, no, those are just comics books, kids.
You know
Or
the
kid.
giant Ant-Man body?
Yes.
That was in Old Man Logan.
Okay, I got you.
Right now.
Also, I love the reference.
Also, how good does his new suit look?
Hi, Peanut.
He says, "Hi, Peanut," and that's what Ant-Man calls his daughter.
How good does his suit look?
It looks really good.
Like they made it real red instead of almost like maroon.
It's real cool because I always thought his suit was one of the most comic accurate suits we've ever gotten, and somehow they made it even better.
Well, what they did was they like Marvel-fied it to where like, hey, we're gonna keep the suit that you went with your two Deadpools. Let's give you more color, and then let's add more facial structure.
Because I feel like his original suit was blood red, and this one is more like
Race car red.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, his old one was like a maroon. Yeah,
Like
yeah. It was
Iron
it was
Man.
almost like that.
like Iron Man.
And now this one's like hot rod red. There we go.
May have distinguished it specifically because of Iron Man, because of his original suit. Honestly, would match more with Iron Man.
Well, I just think it was more. There's more money behind it now.
Well, there is, but I think there is a big market with specifically Disney, Marvel, and that whole entity as far as color scheme.
Well, they were probably also happy that they didn't have to CGI the whole suit. They were like, dude, if you want to wear it, you wear it. And in the stills they have, him and Hugh Jackman are wearing the full suit always.
I hope he gets his mask, even if it's just for a second.
He will.
I hope.
He will. You have to be dumb to think he's not gonna.
I would love if we actually got
Yeah.
Okay, I would love a full Wolverine suit-up scene because, quite honestly, other than what the cartoon iterations of it, we haven't gotten that.
Yeah.
Well, and the cool part
closest
is-
we got. Here, to finish, I'll pull it up.
There's a scene now that we have stills to where he is sleeveless, like in the comic book, to where he's in his yellow and blue. And so at some point he will become sleeveless, but we still didn't get the mask. But since Marvel's behind it, for all we know, they may have just taken the, like, he may actually be wearing the mask.
So this is from the Wolverine. It was a post-credit scene.
Yeah, and this is, that suit next to him in that mask was the first time we ever saw him, like, oh, he's going to wear the fucking yellow and fucking blue.
The
You actually see.
Yes, yes.
yeah, this cowl, the gloves and the cowl. This is just from the new one.
That's from the Wolverine movie from 2016 or 2014.
Yeah, but this specifically, that is in the movie The Wolverine, and we literally just see it in a case. And she's like, "Do you want to suit up?"
It's handed to him like, hey, this is who you are. Basically, like, you're clearly a superhero. It was a very terrible movie, but it was good in context.
I like The Wolverine.
It was good, but terrible. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, they get on a private jet, and she's like, "Hey, this may suit you, literally," and it's his cowl.
See, and I wish we actually got that in some of the X-Men movies because I completely appreciate.
I understand their modernized version.
It is a very modernized version, but especially once you look at the almost prequels that they have, like the Days of Future Past and everything,
There we go.
it
Cool.
is kind of annoying that you don't get a suit-up scene specifically with Wolverine.
And the one they took this from was the comic book, to where it's actually black and yellow.
See, and that's what I like because I think we all grew up with the cartoon one where.
Or sorry, is that brown, Josh? Brown and yellow. There we
This
go.
is his first appearance.
Which is what everyone loves.
Well, no, the mask. Look at the mask.
Yeah, I meant the color.
This is the one everyone loves.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think a mask up is pretty good, and I think it's the one iteration of Wolverine that we weirdly haven't gotten in a live action.
Show her the shot of him without the sleeves that we finally got a couple
Yes.
weeks ago.
It's in this trailer. Let's just watch the trailer.
Okay. You watch it. I have to pee.
Come with me right now. Lady, I'm not interested. All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick-tick, so oopsie daisy. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws. It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. You don't want this. Unless you want to take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, I suggest you reconsider.
Can we just talk about how many times Wolverine has actually been shot, like, point blank in the head?
Yeah, and the only one that fucks him up is the adamantium bullet from Origins.
But that makes complete sense because it's adamantium.
Yeah, and it doesn't even kill him. It just fucks with his memory.
A little bit, but even when it fucks with his memory, we literally see him slowly regain those pieces.
Yeah, but some are still lost, like, forever.
And I will give you that. There are some that are lost forever, especially once you watch, like, what is it, Origins?
Yeah. It's a terrible movie, but I like most of it.
There are pieces of it that add to the overall Wolverine storyline that I do enjoy, especially when you actually get into the history of, what is it, Sabretooth?
Oh, Sabretooth.
Well, as far as them being brothers and that not actually being talked about in the first iterations of the movie, that's actually pretty fascinating.
This is one of my favorite scenes. Can you let them hear?
Huh?
Can you let them hear?
Yeah.
We were talking about Wolverine, and this is weirdly this is my favorite Wolverine scene. End quote.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Drinking to remember.
Oi, bye.
One more.
アメリカ人
Drinking
Canadian,
to forget. Oh,
I think.
yeah, sorry.
飲んで忘れたいことでも
No. I'm drinking to remember.
This was right after he got shot in the head
With
with
the adamantium bullet.
Yeah.
He's in Japan, and the lady's like, "Where are you from?" And he says, "Canada, I think." And she goes, "Are you drinking to forget?" And he says, "No, I'm drinking to remember." It's 40 seconds, and I just think speaks to his character. I just think it's a really
Just
good
like
scene.
almost like the fuck off scene.
Yeah, and then they quoted it.
Yeah,
in,
and it's like,
Days of Future Past.
I remembered you telling me, and I'll tell you what you told me. Fuck off. Have you seen this?
See, but that's why I think Hugh Jackman unequivocally is always going to be Wolverine in my mind. It's the same with like.
Well, that's why Ryan Reynolds has been his ass
And I'm
about
going
it.
to say to you what you said to us then. Fuck off.
Listen to me, you little shit.
Well, because he did, but that was such a Wolverine thing to do at the time.
Yeah, because he came to them to like for help, and he was like, "Fuck off." Saved to watch later.
Look what it is.
Songs that get white people turned.
I wonder what it could be.
You're gonna listen to that
I'll
later.
find out later. I'll let you know if I get turned.
I love that.
Oh, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you said when your world went to shit?
Because that references the Old Man Logan story.
Has to.
And this looks like it's...
Or Days of Futures Past.
But he fixed everything. That was like the entire point of the fucking movie.
Depends on when this Logan's pulled.
And that man looks so broken there.
Mm-hmm.
Come again.
This Wolverine let down his entire world.
Show her the reference to that.
What do you mean? Oh.
Have you seen this page? Play that scene again. This striking scene specifically. Look at it.
It's the combination. Ready? Okay. Not the ball shot.
Spider-Man 1 Flash locker scene. Here, look.
Oh, that's good. Is that intentional?
We don't know. We don't know.
We think a Deadpool is going to make a remark and say, "Flash, I don't want to fight you."
I mean, I would almost like that kind of reference.
Because that's what Toby said. Flash, I don't want to fight you, and
It's
then
also
Logan would go, "I don't want to fight me neither."
Yeah.
It's also a very Deadpool thing to do.
Exactly, Flash, I don't want to fight you.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Deadpool is known for, is kind of making those fourth wall breaking.
Exactly, and the reason that choreography is so prominent is because it's the literal same from the first Sam Raimi Maguire Spider-Man movie,
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films are always going to be
and
the best.
and
in my
now
opinion.
and now they're canon, so
Yeah,
they
they
can
were canonized technically.
because of No Way Home.
Which, if we can talk about, was an interesting film.
It was great. What do you mean interesting?
I think it was interesting in the fact that, like, they combined all the Spider-Mans because obviously
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Obviously, Into the Spider-Verse sort of did that, but this was the first iteration that we had of a live action of that. It's the same, like, kind of quarrel I have with Star Wars, where if you don't watch the animated series or animated movies.
Well, in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, there was a quick scene when he was jumping through universes, and one of them was animated, and that tied in,
Into the Spider-Verse.
that tied in into the Spider-Verse, meaning there is an animated universe as well.
I think that's always going to be my quarrel somewhat with Marvel, Disney, the entire entity, is if you're not watching some of these other things, you wouldn't even pick up on that, because you guys pick up on that because you watch all of the animated video games, everything. And the way they do some of their stuff, if you're not watching some of this, like, I don't watch all of that. I didn't pick up on that at first.
Especially
See,
because for
I get the complaints, but it's also the same people that went and watched Endgame and didn't watch Infinity War.
I didn't watch literally any Marvel movie besides Ant-Man and Wasp 2.
well, she
before I
took
watched
me
it.
to see it.
Well, see, this is the problem though. Is it's almost like this is how I will like defend this. It's like comic books. You can't go to issue 121 if you hadn't read the first 120 issues.
Yes and no. I feel like if you watched Captain America and Thor and Iron Man, you were rewarded and Avengers have watched those. But specifically for the first Avengers movie, if you didn't watch anything before, you weren't completely disjointed just watching Avengers.
Correct. And the same could be argued for the comic book of the first Avengers, Secret Invasion,
I don't know about. I think you'd be fucking lost if you picked your first fucking Marvel book would be Secret Invasion.
That's what I'm talking about.
But Avengers, you could just read and you'd be fine.
Yeah, but you'd be like, how do all these characters know each other?
But
and then the same could be argued for the
point
Infinity
is
Saga.
Having read it and you're like, I wonder how everybody knows each other. Then you go back and you read the comics.
Correct. That's fan service, and you need to do the same thing with the movies.
But
so we need to hold them to the same standard.
If we're talking about fan service, I definitely think What If falls so much into that category.
Correct.
And I wish we'd expand more on the What If.
They are.
And
They are.
Okay, I really like Captain Carter, but they are riding her dick too hard.
They are definitely pumping up the Captain Carter, but I will say I do appreciate a woman in the front endorsement
No,
of, like,
I-
the Marvel storyline, because I feel like Captain Marvel, so respectfully, was so rushed because, and only specifically Endgame, because if they didn't release her movie before that, Tony Stark getting rescued by her wouldn't have made any sense and would have been so disjointed.
Correct. Just like the comics, you need to read. You need to be able to appreciate them by seeing them. That's the thing, is this isn't for just standoff fans. Like, yeah, you can go to like Guardians of the Galaxy, or you can go to like a TV show like, I guess you could go to, if we're talking TV shows, you could do Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But even then, like, you need
Moon Knight is completely self-contained.
Correct, but you need to go back and watch things to understand the overarching story. That's the entire point, and that's how comic books are based. I'm not mad at them for making it to the point where it's like you need to read the comics before, you need to watch the movies before. That's the whole point.
And I can understand that to a certain degree, but I think it's almost it is a cash grab if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, because you almost have to subscribe to Disney Plus in order, like, example, Star Wars, Rise of Skywalker. If you did not watch the Mandalorian episode,
You'd be so fucking confused by the healing.
what?
A week.
Yes,
A
it
week.
made force healing canon, but force healing had also been in the universe before. It just had never been made canon.
That's also not how force healing works.
It isn't how force healing works. It was
At all.
canon.
But technically, that's not how it worked before. It was shown in many different ways before, including the Revenge of the Sith video game.
That is true, but for people like me who did not specifically play
I'm not
the
wrong.
video game,
You're not right.
if you didn't
But I'm
play
not
the
wrong.
video game and you didn't watch The Mandalorian, it was almost like, what the fuck do you mean force healing? Because she did it like it was nothing, didn't explain it hardly at all.
Yes, but Mandalorian also explained the whole cloning sequence with Snoke.
Yes, but if you didn't watch The Mandalorian, if you did not subscribe to Disney Plus to watch that, and you literally just went in watching, what is it, the movie before.
I think Josh and I can agree, though. Star Wars specifically is a whole different ball field. Dave Filoni had to fix that mess.
Actually, I was gonna add something like on her behalf.
Yeah, but you
The
still.
Bad Batch, the new season just came out,
Mhm.
and they just confirmed how metachlorians were cloned.
That's what I'm
And if
saying.
if you don't watch that, you'd still, even with the Mandalorian's context, you'd still be like, how the fuck does Snoke have force powers?
But that's the thing. Dave Filoni has his hand in that. You have to thank this man. Like, that's a whole mess in and of itself. I think that's separated from Marvel.
He hasn't watched Bad Batch.
I don't
but
have
would-
to
I
to
hope-
understand
no,
that.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay,
At
okay.
all. I just want to clarify. I have not watched the finale yet. Have you?
Not yet.
Okay, it's rough.
Well,
I saw a TikTok and I was like, I don't want to watch it.
I think it's one of those things that, like, if you're the casual viewer, like I am, and you're not watching or playing the video games, you are missing some of, like,
Well,
the
Des-
most important parts.
in Disney Plus specifically has a section for specific canon parts.
And I can understand that, but I think it's kind of bullshit that you
Like, he literally- he, like-
subscribe to Disney Plus in order to get the full premise of the
I
story.
agree with that.
Okay, but it's also the platform it's on. If it's not on that platform, it'd be a spread across a couple. Like, come on, we can't argue about
With
that.
things like that, like the Mandalorian and the Bad Batch, that seems a little fucked up.
But the
with-
overarching story of Star Wars as a whole, it's got to be somewhere.
No,
But
I completely agree with that point.
I like the way they did Jedi Survivor, the new video game, because that is a very, very much self-contained story that does affect the overall universe. But it wouldn't affect you if you didn't play it.
Same for the first one. They deal
Fallen
with
Order?
because they deal with the fucking dang.
It's the holocron.
The holocron, exactly. And that was an overarching story, but it was never touched upon as specifically being that important, and you never got the origin story. You never got any of that until that game.
And spoiler alert, they fucking destroyed it at the end.
Exactly.
Fallen Order was so mechanically important to everything around it because it literally deals with Order 66. We're talking about the holocron that has all the locations of all the known Jedi at the time.
Yeah, and then they were like, this isn't, like, it's not factual. We, like, these ancient beings that had this Force-sensitive information and willpower came up with a fucking Force algorithm to be like, this is how it is. And then, if you tie in that game and then watch something like, not Return of the Jedi, but, fucking...
Give me anything.
After Force Awakens.
Oh, The Last Jedi?
If you play that game and then watch The Last Jedi, the kid at the end that forces the broom handle to him makes complete sense.
I fucking hated that scene.
But it makes complete sense.
It's dumb.
But it makes complete sense if you play the game.
But that's
Dumb.
the thing, is if you did not play the game, and like me, like I didn't play the official game, but I watched all the cutscenes and I watched playthroughs, you kind of miss out on that aspect if you didn't play it.
But
And
if-
I think that's the one thing, my one quarrel with Star Wars is that because it's so big and so expansive, if you miss a piece, you kind of miss an important part of the storyline.
Correct.
You realize.
But your same argument doesn't hold weight to the fact that they also expanded on books after the first couple of movies.
That is true.
And you had to read the books to understand why the movies even made sense. If you were a fan and you were like, wow, those movies were good in 1977, a couple years later they started making books that was built on canon. They had confirmed writers being able to write on that. Did George Lucas sign off on that, Josh?
What?
The confirmed writers, the original canon of line books?
Yes.
Okay, George Lucas signed off on that?
Yeah, it's 25 years of books that got struck from canon, but George Lucas had an overarching umbrella, and if it was released under that umbrella, it was canon. So basically all Star Wars books were released under that umbrella, so they were all canon.
And if you're a casual fan, you can enjoy the story of just watching the movies. But if you're someone like Josh, you, or me, I don't like to read the books, but I like to read synopsises to be able to understand what's going on. And it made way more sense to me that if I wanted to dig deeper, I could dig and find something. Rather than if you have a story like Red Dead Redemption. You have 2 games, that's it. There's a couple lore stories and then a couple fandom stories. But other than that, you have 2 games that just tell you the story, that's what it is. Other than that, you can only speculate. I thought it was cool that for something like Star Wars in 1985, if you're like, I want to know more about this. Well, hey, we now have 10 books you can read on lore about that. So I think specific entities like Star Wars or Marvel, they have to have more lore, and you can't just be a casual fan if you want to know more.
I would agree with aspects of that, but I think that some of the most like pivotal points that they have for the movie specifically, they have
Star Wars?
well, Star Wars, even Marvel, they deal with a lot of that in either their shows or video games or some depiction of. And I think that's my quarrel is there are some really important pieces, like if I didn't watch, what is it, the Loki show, there are parts of
That show was the most important Marvel show ever.
it was so important that if
So
you didn't
good.
watch it,
So good.
you would almost not even understand.
No, you wouldn't understand.
And I think that's like my issue is that for more of a casual fan, like if you weren't watching like the Loki show, if you weren't watching WandaVision, there are really important connective pieces that if you didn't have this and you just went from movie to movie, you'd be like, what the fuck is
But that's the thing, though, is the Loki show had the
so good.
both seasons had the budget of like 2 blockbusters combined. The whole point in that was It's not about a casual viewer. It's about this overarching story is this. Watch these shows, and it's like you're watching the movie.
And I will say, it was 100% there, like the quality.
The best show Marvel has ever released, ever, no offense to Josh with Moon Knight, is Loki, and I don't think you'll disagree.
Okay, I stand Moon Knight. I think that is.
No, it's phenomenal, but like,
Well, as far as a dark iteration, because I feel like DC is more known for the darker storyline.
dude, there's movies are literally darker. Like the screen is darker. I hated that. I hate that shit.
I do too, but I will say I think Moon Knight is the most like multi-dimensional character. No offense, that we've seen.
He's definitely out there.
I think he's fascinating. I think he's a multi-dimensional character. You kind of get into somewhat of the magic realm because not a lot of characters, other than like, as far as movie depictions.
Yeah.
Wanda, really, we get into magic aspects.
Wanda gets magical.
She does, but they don't really touch on that until WandaVision, because before that.
That's what I meant is WandaVision.
They kind of chalk it up to, oh, it was science and she was exposed to a rock, but in WandaVision.
In WandaVision, they expanded on the fact that she had these before. After the stone, she was enhanced.
Yes, and she is the Scarlet Witch, and she has always been, to some degree, had.
I feel like I know so much thanks to Josh.
Well, and it's fascinating. Like, WandaVision is a slow roll, but once it starts going, it is absolutely fascinating. Truly, because you get into some really good lore of how the Scarlet Witch
Right.
became the Scarlet Witch. And I think that's my issue, is I think I would really love to see, I love if they expanded on these in TV shows, and I think that would be so much more beneficial instead of these movies, to have more TV shows if that's the route they're wanting to go. Because I think they
But
can
that's the
do
thing
much
is they
better.
tried that. Fans had the same complaint you did about I don't want to watch and sit down for a 6-hour TV show total. And that's why they're more focusing on the movies again.
And I'm not saying the movies are bad, but I'm so tired of them trying to fit in so
No.
much lore.
I think Josh may know this. Kevin Feige commented about this a couple weeks ago. He was well aware. He's like, obviously our movies have lost quality.
No, and I think that is the most vividly apparent when you look at She-Hulk, because I feel like
Thank you. I fucking hate that show.
I wanted it to be so good.
No,
like,
the CGI is so fucking bad.
I found it.
Josh will defend the
Boba Fett showed up in Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. Josh will defend She-Hulk CGI to no end. It is just flat out not good.
when you look at it in comparison to the Hulk,
And
they clearly cut some corners, in my opinion.
hold on, he's got an argument for this. Ask him about it.
Josh, what's your opinion on the She-Hulk?
Go ahead. I'm gonna grab another drink.
The reason
We've argued about this literally for hours.
the reason the Hulk looks better and Abomination is because Abomination and Hulk have movie quality. The reason that Abomination looks so good in She-Hulk is because they made a movie quality CGI render in Shang-Chi.
And I think that's my problem. Is
She-Hulk's budget was over $100 million.
I can understand that they sort of already had the graphics made for these characters, and so obviously that's going to be a little bit easier as opposed to making the graphics for an essentially new character, new facial design, everything. I wish they would have put more effort into that, as well as the storyline, because I really liked the storyline.
Every time I see her, it takes me out.
Up until the point that it hit the kind of the last episode where I know she breaks the fourth wall, but I wish they had touched more on it like the Deadpool style, as opposed to the way they did it.
Like straight up, like, hey, Kevin.
That
Okay.
was not great in my opinion.
Was she to defend the show? That's the point in She-Hulk, is she'll even go even further into the fourth wall. I didn't have an issue with that. I literally had an issue with the way she looked. Every time I saw her, it took me out because I'm like, you look like a 1984 green animated ghost from Ghostbusters.
And Abomination looked great, and Hulk looked great. Scar looked awful. That weird fucking Hulk dude at the end before she rewrote it looked awful, and she doesn't look great. It's because those three things were made for the show.
Wrong.
And the other
Scar-
two things
Okay,
that
and my
look
argument
great-
for Scar, Hulk's son, base it off the Hulk. It's not that fucking hard. Change his face.
But
You
when
have to
they-
be kidding
but
me
when
right
they
now.
made a CGI model, the CGI models they made for the show don't look good. But the two models they got from the movies look perfect.
I'm just saying, I would have much rather gotten maybe like a small like mini series, like 5 episodes of She-Hulk, and gotten like a 5-episode series.
I would have waited 6 more months to watch it if they fixed it.
No, and I would have. I would have waited if they had wanted to fix it because I feel like, in my opinion.
How do you
I
not
feel like
notice it looks bad?
I literally said it looked bad.
The women in Marvel, I feel like they kind of do dirty because, like.
Oh my God.
Okay, because
Don't go here.
I'm just saying, I think She-Hulk wasn't done very well. Obviously, CGI was bad. Storyline wasn't great.
Captain Marvel was phenomenal though.
Captain Marvel, in my opinion, was so rushed though because they released it like a month before Endgame, and if you didn't watch Captain Marvel, her showing up to rescue Tony Stark at literally the very beginning almost didn't make sense if you hadn't seen that movie.
Correct, but the CGI didn't look bad and the story was great and the movie was good.
And I will say, yes.
Them releasing it before Endgame, I understand your complaint with that, but the content we got out of it was fine.
I think it was still rushed though, and I think it would have done so much better if they had released it around the same time of Endgame or even just a little bit after, but they released it right.
Hey. Endgame. Captain Marvel.
A month later.
Not even.
And that's,
Okay, but that doesn't matter.
well, it kind of does because if you didn't see Captain Marvel and she just literally pops up, it's like, who is this character? Because I didn't see Captain Marvel before I saw Endgame.
Technically, well, for you, yes, that is true, but she did.
I think the only other one was whenever, he hit the alarm at the end of Infinity War.
Yes, when he was like Danvers. Yes, and then 2.5 years later, she showed up. We were expecting it. We got 2 years to sit on it.
Yes, but that's only if you knew her symbol. That's only if you knew she was coming. That's only if you were more.
If you're a fan of the comics, it's not a question.
No, but.
And if you're watching and you're really that curious, give it a goog. It's not that hard. Like, I don't. Your complaint keeps hitting false of just look it up. If you're that invested into the story and you're confused, you can literally look it up.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
if your story is a good story, I shouldn't have to Google all aspects of it to get the complete version.
So the post-credit scene for Infinity War is Fury fading into dust and using the pager to call Captain Marvel, and then the one I thought was her saying, "Where's Fury?" That was the Captain Marvel post-credit scene, so that's even more in her favor of being like, "How the fuck am I supposed to know who this bitch is?" If you didn't watch Captain Marvel the month before Endgame came out, I can see why you'd be confused.
And that's literally my only point because I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not saying that Brie Larson isn't a good actress. I am just saying that as far as the timelines line up.
It's Cal Kestis kissing Marin. They finally kissed. This is my screenshot. I'm on my Xbox OneDrive.
But I'm just saying that if you hadn't seen those beforehand, because I hadn't seen those beforehand,
Destiny.
and I literally had to look at Josh in the movie theater and be like, who the fuck is this? Who is that?
Helldivers. I don't know.
That's Fing Fang Foom, and that's Star-Lord. It's from the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Fuck that game.
It's that's a great game.
Not great enough to talk about it anymore.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
They could have done better.
It's a great game.
Was.
It is.
No one plays it anymore.
Nobody plays Red Dead Redemption 2 anymore.
That's not true. And you know that's not true. I can't believe you just said that.
Nobody plays Jedi Fallen Order anymore.
That's what you get, Josh. It's not gonna work. You know you have to take it off. He's trying real hard. Just you know you have to take it.
I fucking hate you.
Also, Brie Larson was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and I just like
I
My
loved her in Scott
threshold.
Pilgrim.
I love that movie. It was so stupid.
I liked her in 21 Jump Street too.
The fucking Schmidt's love interest in the first movie.
I'm gonna be real. It has been so nice.
He really liked her, but she was dating James Franco.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was been a hot minute.
Yeah.
She couldn't be dating James Franco. He was gay.
Sorry, whatchamacallit, Franco. No, his friend was gay, dumbass.
He was gay before he punched me.
Yeah, that's his friend, not fucking whatchamacallit Franco. Dave Franco.
You had it right.
Dave.
You
No, I
said
said
Dave.
James.
You said Dave.
Did I?
Yes.
Good for me. No, I said James.
Just have it.
No, I said James. I fucked up. I said James. Thanks, though. We got to end this bad boy. I got to take Josh home. We got to get up out of here.
Before she is.
I'm about to
Hold on.
take
Can we finish the Deadpool trailer?
him home now. I didn't realize we stopped it. I've been wanting to finish it. Just hold it.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Not my fucking problem.
Is that what you say when your world went to shit?
Come again.
This Wolverine
Hey, when you put it on,
entire world.
you have to do this. You have to push it.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go fuck yourself.
I'm so excited. It's really,
Sorry.
I don't know anything about
Sleeves.
but you do.
Trust me, kid, I'm no hero.
You were an X-Man. You were the X-Man. I am soaking wet right now. This is what I'm talking about. Big slow motion action.
Okay, sorry. Hold on, watch.
Is it Red Skull's car?
Eliath from Loki.
Yep.
So they're in the void.
yeah.
Ant-Man's fucking head, which also has an entire body that you can see in the Eliath
It's
scene.
a skull, and that's from the comic books. It's a skeleton.
That is his whole fucking body down here. You see it?
Yeah.
Show her where the head. Oh, wow.
And that's the head.
That's his skeleton in it.
So we got Azazel from X-Men First Class.
We're assuming this guy's Toad.
Or, no, Toad's...
Yes.
Toad's, no. Toad's right here.
Okay.
This is either Caliban or somebody else. This is the spiky chick from X-Men, fucking the last one, Last Stand. This is X-23,
Hey.
the chick with the claws.
What if this is the hideout?
Huh?
What if this is the hideout
That's what they think it is.
from Logan?
Maybe.
The Sanctuary? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
The whole time he's trying to take her to the superhero sanctuary and they actually find people?
Maybe.
What if this is the sanctuary?
This is Pyro,
It is entirely possible that this would be the sanctuary.
but this is Red Skull's car, and then the Fantastic car is right here.
This is what I'm talking about.
That was fucking Red,
Red
Skull's
Skull
car,
car.
again.
Big slow motion
That's Dogpool.
action sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
Who's she?
The theory right now is that... Hi, Cat.
Is that the younger version of the Chosen One or whatever the fuck her name is? That bald bitch from Doctor Strange.
I just low-key assumed she was just Professor X.
Cassandra Nova.
Oh.
It's Professor X's sister who was consumed in the womb, and then
You were
it was,
close.
It was a whole thing. But yes, Cassandra Nova. That's the running theory. Sorry, I was in all caps.
Wait a minute. Could that be in reference to when Charles entered his new body in X-Men, like the first couple films? Do you guys remember that scene?
Yes, that they never actually.
Elaborated.
No,
on
what
at all?
what happened was is he woke up and he was like, they were like, Charles, and then he spoke, and then it ended, and then the very next movie it's just Charles again. Everyone assumed it was what his twin brother.
Yeah. Even weirder, Juggernaut is his actual brother.
That is true.
Okay. They never touched on that in X-Men: The Last Stand.
No, it is his brother.
Really?
The movies, honestly, they didn't
Well,
touch on that at
to
all.
be
They
fair,
did in Deadpool 2.
one of my favorite Juggernauts was
Mm-hmm.
X-Men: The Last Stand because he was so accurate.
That's actually why he wears the helmet, is to keep Charles out.
You know that was only created for
Not Magneto, specifically for Juggernaut. The helmet he wears
Oh.
is to keep Charles out because he is his brother and because he knows what he can do.
Okay,
Makes a lot of sense.
but did you know about the helmet thing? Does she know?
Yeah.
Magneto,
Yeah, that wasn't originally why he had the helmet.
but they liked it so much in First Class that they were like, I'll fucking take that.
Like I didn't realize they created it for the movies, not even the early movies, the later movies. They were like, it's to keep Charles out.
I mean, but that almost makes sense because otherwise, he really couldn't even do anything he did in the last couple movies.
I mean, to be fair, they're just lucky that Charles never took over him in the first movies they made. They really lucked out with that, if you think about it.
They kind of did. I honestly think it was more of an error as opposed to
Well, I think there was a forum to where someone was like, "What the fuck is the helmet for? Like, you look like an idiot." And then in First Class, they were like, "The helmet's for Charles."
I mean,
And then they just rolled with it. But in the comic books, was his helmet for Charles?
no.
Oh, no. I meant
Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Yes.
But then that's not so far off. Then why wouldn't they just? Why wasn't that made?
I didn't write the comic.
Wouldn't that make sense if
I
they
don't-
just said
I
it
don't know.
sooner?
I don't know. Let's finish this.
Okay.
Fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
I hope they jump into Endgame in that one.
Wanna do some cocaine?
Hey, cocaine is the one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching powder?
They know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snowboarding?
Even disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even force bump.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes. I can't.
Let's fucking go,
Looks so good.
dude. That comes out.
In like 2 months.
Yeah,
I really hope they do it justice. I think it's gonna be good.
me too.
You have Ryan Reynolds in it. You have Hugh Jackman. You have a good cast. It just needs a good storyline.
It'll be good, especially because right now they're totally fine with how the movie is, but they're doing reshoots so that Ryan can ad lib.
I guarantee, 100%. They stopped filming because Ryan couldn't ad lib. Like even after the writer's strike wasn't like it was kind of over, but it's still to the point to where they're like, hey, we can film. But the only problem is since there's kind of still a writer's strike going on, the way the writer's strike works is ad libs don't count and you can't include them because it's added commentary and it's rewriting the script. They just stopped filming because they were like, he can't say what he wants. He refuses. So they waited and waited and waited. And that's why it's taken so long to get the movie, because the entire point is it's almost like how great Thor Ragnarok was. 76% of it was just ad-libbed. And then they fucking stretched their limits with fucking Love and Thunder. Do you see what Chris Hemsworth said?
What?
He apologized. He apologized for the movie and said, I'm sorry. This wasn't what we wanted it to be. I regret letting it get that far. We were having a lot of fun with it. Obviously, we had a lot of fun with Ragnarok. But he literally said, like, that movie was not supposed to look like that.
Because it was pretty bad.
Well, and
There
the
were a
crazy
lot of really good parts. That's what sucked.
the craziest part is if you hear about the parts they decided to cut out, it would have been way better.
No, and I think that's the issue with Marvel in general, is creating these movie-specific villains that I think would be such good overarching villains.
Yeah, Gore the God Butcher got done dirty.
What we should have, what's even crazier is he still was really great.
He was fantastic. He was fucking creepy.
He was amazing, but he could have been a multi.
We should have known when Taika, like, I think it was like 6 months before they finished filming, Taika was like, I can't believe they're letting us make this movie. And instead of being like, ooh, what does that mean? We were like, we're so excited because he had just done Thor Ragnarok. And we were like, yes, they're letting Taika do whatever he wants. And then we realized maybe Taika's a little relaxed. He should probably be a little more strict. Maybe don't release a movie that looks like that.
Yeah, I also really would have liked to see Gore the God butcher a god.
Yeah, I understand the
Just
story.
one.
I do understand the story, and
Just
I will
one.
say it wasn't a terrible movie.
No.
But coming off Ragnarok, you shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really liked Natalie Portman as a superhero.
Dude,
too.
she did great. I was happy she came back.
I really.
She came back.
No, she came back specifically because of how Ragnarok did.
It
She was
really-
like, oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I really liked the end scene with his daughter. Mm-hmm. That was a really.
She was like, "Let's go get him," and then they go out there and get him.
That was
like,
a really
it was
good
awesome.
scene.
It was
There's
awesome.
a lot of really good bits and pieces. I just think as an overarching story, you're just like, man.
They fucked it up. Yep. Yeah, they fudged it. Yep.
Are we ending it?
Yeah. We're at hour and 10. The other one was an hour and 10.
Okay, we're very excited for everything to come. Yeah, very exciting. I didn't even get to talk about Destiny. I wouldn't put you through that.
The game.
There's a game?
Shut the fuck up.
When you call my name, you know how I feel. Call my name. Oh my god, is it?
The Circles podcast. Or the Circles.
Circles fucking podcast.
No, it's fucking.
Bye.
Take it home.